This is my review of the Disney Plus original movie Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, everybody. And boy, oh boy, do, do, do I have to start this video off by saying this. The tagline in the trailer is right, guys. This truly is the comeback of the damn year. So I gotta give everybody that 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 worked on this movie a huge round of applause here, guys, because truly this is probably the best Disney Plus original anything so far. The 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 amount of times I laughed throughout the entirety of this movie, guys, um, I I can't even tell you how much I enjoyed it, and um and and and, and like I've said in previous updates about the movie, guys, uh, 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 I I thought up till now that the original Rescue Rangers ser- series series from back in the day was okay, but boy, guys, let me tell you, after seeing this movie, I I just really want to dive back and um truly give the original Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers um um a truly fair shot because well, like I said, guys, this movie is the comeback of the damn fucking year. Okay, um so anyway, guys, the the movie starts out with a with a Dale kind of doing a narration at a at a convention he's at, and Dale basically starts out by saying, "All right, everybody, now, honestly, tell me, what's the first thing that comes to your head when you think of Chip and Dale?" And then and then after two 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 sort of uh, uh, after two things are brought up that aren't um that Chip and Dale, um that Dale finally says, "Oh yeah, the Chip and Dale from Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers," and then, guys, it kind of goes back to 1982, where Chip where Chip and Dale both met each other on 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 on, on their first day, halfway through or rather some point through third grade, and starting a new school, and Chip's line through it is, "Hello, potential new friends." Be, because God, because Chip is so hyper and but and potentially having some serious ADD going on, um, made it truly impossible for he he he's never had any actual real friends. In fact, it's revealed at the tail end of the movie that 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 the reason Chip um what 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 was always the super strict one, and always the one in charge, is because um he was just as nervous and insecure about that first day of starting the new school as Chip was, and and it's his mom that actually gave Chip his famous slogan, which is a risk not, the worst risk is a risk not taken at all or something like that. Forgive me, guys, I can't remember the exact slogan, but anyway, then it goes through Chip not not basically not receiving a warm welcome at all, but by by any of his new classmates, which yes does include a, a My Little Pony cameo. It, in fact, Dale gets no reception at all. That he tries to stab himself in the eye with a pencil eraser, and that freaks everybody out, and that gives Dale his kind of wacky weird persona all the way back in from third grade, and and then we got to the cafeteria after Dale's made his teacher fall out the window, and and like I said, scared everybody in the rest of his class, and once again made a pony throw up that 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 he ends up having to basically sit alone at lunch and and until Chip comes up to him and says, "Hey, look, my, my, mind if I sit down?" And then uh, and then we cut to the two of them basically finding out that, hey, I think we can actually be friends here, and then guys, it basically cuts cuts to them graduating and deciding that 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 their brand of comedy is so good as a duo that that it's finally time to go out to LA and see if they can nab anything, and then and then they eventually get a call from an agent saying, "Hey guys, how would you like your own show?" And then guys, wait, and then guys, it 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 we cut to some classic footage of Chip of Chip Chip and Dale with Monty, Zipper, and Gadget from Rescue Rangers, the TV show, and then it cuts to 1990, where what 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 where they just finished shooting an episode, and then uh, 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 and then after once everybody goes home, and Monty ha, 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 has everybody get in a group shot for a press photo, and of course he says, "Everybody say cheese." Um, um, we cut to Chip and Dale sitting back in the trailer, and and well, rather I should say, before everybody goes home, Chip basically proposes a toast to everybody that's ever worked on or been involved in Rescue Rangers, the TV show, and he says, "Here's to many more seasons." And then and then that's when that Chip and Dale are back in the trailer just trying to cool off, and then Dale kind of fi- finally works up the nerve to tell Chip something that he's been hiding, and that's the fact that he's that he very recently put put in an offer to star in his own spin-off show, Double O Dale. Now obviously, guys, this is a reference to the James Bond franchise, because obviously everybody's favorite fictional spy was known as 007, or and this is the way I like to think about it, guys. Double O Dale could also be a tribute to the DuckTales '87 episode, Double O Duck, and 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 uh, 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 and obviously, guys, Double O Dale would have seen Dale become a spy on his own without Chip, Monty, Gadget, or Zipper. And then Chip is like, you did this, and you weren't gonna tell me till now. Dale, if you end up believing, this could seriously count this could cancel and ruin any future that 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 our show Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers could have. And then Dale's like, oh, don't worry, Chip, everything will be fine. And then Chip, and then Dale gets a get gets a call from his agent while Chip's busy yelling at him, and then Chip is like, Dale, we're not done talking. You better not answer that phone while I'm talking to you. And then Dale does in fact answer the phone, and then that's what leads to Chip and Dale not speaking to each other. And, and that does ultimately to the Rescue Rangers getting canceled, and then we cut to present day, everybody, where where Dale is working the convention circuit, and that whole narration I just described at what Dale's been up to after Double O Dale failed to get picked up after a very unsuccessful pilot. He 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 recorded that recap of what happened to Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, the show, on almost like a TikTok type of video, which he calls Dale's Tales, to as a live feed to sort of keep his fans engaged, and to say, hey, look, I I I I I'm here at this convention today. Feel free to stop by and be in the presence of a real star. But 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 the problem is, without Chip, and because Dale is still so hyperactive and annoying, his table barely gets any traction. In fact, Lu- Lu- Lumineer from Beauty and the Beast, and my absolute favorite part of this movie. And shout out to Andre from Black Nerd Comedy. You guys, there are tons and tons of um, cameos from and one-off references to everybody from just the Disney Afternoon itself multiple times to 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 Blaster from OG Transformers '84, getting a quick cameo to to uh, to He-Man and Skeletor, showing up at the very tail end of the movie, and Skeletor is in fact voiced by Alan, so that's still really cool to a bunch of other references, but but the the after Dale gets talking, after Dale gets done talking rather to 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 the to Lemire, the ugly version of Sonic, simply referred to as Ugly Sonic in this movie, uh, actually says to Dale, yeah, Dale, actually, before Ugly Sonic talks to Dale, Dale enters li, li, live stream because because he hears the one of the announcers from the con saying that a very special guest is about to appear, and you know him from the Disney Afternoon. And then Dale enters live stream, and then he says, "Boy, this is finally my ticket to sort of re- rebooting my career and finally getting back on the big screen stage again." Um, just like we always used to be. And then Ugly Sonic says, yeah, Dale, you're right. And you watch, sooner or later, I'm gonna be right on that big stage with you. Not like last time when the world took one look at my big teeth and and basically freaked out, and the internet freaked out. Uh, uh, and basically put me through hell. Um, and then Sonic says, uh, 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 I just secured my own new show as well. And it's a show where Sonic is going to be this FBI agent. And then Lemire's like, man, I really needed that money. Uh, 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 and it's obvious that look, Lemire can't take anybody's cash because every time he touches it, he burns it being a candle. Anyway, guys, the star from the Disney Afternoon that 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 everybody talks about isn't Dale. It, it it's actually Baloo from Tailspin. And sadly, everybody, this is not but Baloo sadly is in his live action Jungle book book status, uh, 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 and not in his classic Tailspin or the original Jungle Book 2D style. But Baloo breaks into a simple bare necessities, and then Tigra from Thundercats 85 says hey Dale, won't you finally be able to get more traction with stuff like this if you did have Chip with you. And then Dale's like, oh, I I haven't thought about or talked to Chip in a while. And then we got to Chip's current life as a lonely insurance salesman that's very good at his job and is still able to be employee of the month, but Chip ends up being this this lonely guy that only has his dog Millie to keep him company, and never wants to do anything else. And then Dale, Chip, gets this call on his answering machine from Monty saying, "Hey, hey, Chip, it's Monterey Jack. Hey, look, man. I know it's been a while since we've seen each other, but but I could really use some help from a friend right now because be, 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 because I'm in some serious trouble. What what would you mind coming over to my apartment to talk to me about it? Thanks." And then Chip does end up going to see Monty at his place, where after Chip knocks on the door, Monty immediately grabs him and then says, "Chip, get in here as quick as you can. These guys called the Valley Gang are 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 always watching me, but 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 before Monty tells Chip the mess of trouble he's in, he gives Chip this really moving hug and says, "Hey, hey mate, how are you? It's been too long, Chip." And then Chip says, "Yeah, it has, buddy. I actually have missed you." And then and then after Dale, Chip can smell Monty's very strong and and non-royalty sharing Rescue Rangers cologne that only Monty has been using because it's full of old cheese and get and get and gas, the type of gas that you would put in a car, that is. Um, Mon- Mon- Monty ends up telling Chip that 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 he's been gotten into a huge amount of debt thanks to his um chronic addiction to cheese, and that and then and that this gang led by Peter Pan and a CGI Polar Express looking eyes version of Seth Rogen, um, known as Bob in this movie, and this Coke Coke and this polar bear, which strangely resembles the old mascot from Coke, Jimmy, are after Monty be, 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 because Monty's been unable to pay Sweet Pete and the Valley Gang back from selling in the cheese on the black market because Monty's addiction to it is so overwhelming, and and then it's almost immediately after that Dale knocks on the door, and then Chip and Dale have this like kind of very awkward moment uh, uh, of a reunion where it's like where where Dale's actually happy to see Chip, and then Chip is like throughout the majority of the movie, "Oh, Chip, it's you. You're also here. Look, I look, I only came here to try and help Monty out. Um, n- not 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 to get all upset and irritated with you again, because you're the one that caused us um that 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 got our show canceled. All, all because you just didn't want to be thought of as the dumb, dumb chipmunk that 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 got hit in the head with a pipe day after day for 3 seasons. And then Monty's like, "Come on, guys, I, I called you both here, be, because because who better to bail me out than an actual friend?" And then it's right after Chip tells Monty, "Hey, dude, look, if you're really in any trouble, in any real trouble, come find me." And then right after Chip leaves, it is when Monty gets kidnapped by Sweet Pete and the Valley Gang. Um Sweet Pete's and the Valley Gang's function is to take older washed up um cartoon stars and and uh for, and force them to make super bad bootleg movies. In fact, Monty says, it, if I don't find a way to pay these guys back, they're gonna bootleg me, and eventually something even worse. That they're gonna erase my mouth so I can't talk anymore, and then turn me into something horrible. And then it's after um after after Dale gets real hold of Chip because the police have been called because Monty has been taken by Sweet Pete and the Valley Gang, and then it's only after Chip and Dale are contacted by the by the by the chief of police, Officer Putty, for an interview because well, Chip and Dale were the last people to see Monty before he got kidnapped, and Officer Putty says, "Look, if you guys have any information uh, uh, on who could want Monterey Jack gone, get in touch with me." And Officer Putty has this um recurring joke of with him being Putty, things always get stuck to his jacket, and then it's and then it's but and then it's through through Officer Putty's assistant, this new face on the force, Officer Ellie, saying that she's a humongous superfan of Chippendale Rescue Rangers, that ultimately, eventually, through some through some convincing of Dale as well, that Chippendale begin their journey to try and really find out what happened to Monty. And basically, guys, um, it, what um, basically, guys, um, Chip, Chippendale, um, basically after doing some more bickering, and a- a- and after Chip finding out from Monty, but before he got kidnapped by Sweet Pete's gang, that being again Bob and Jimmy, the Coca-Cola bear, that 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 we find out that Gadget and Zipper did get married and now finally do have 42 kids, and it's with the help of Officer Ellie that uh, that um that um that 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 Chip and Dale are ultimately able to find Monty through through a track through through doing what what the actual police couldn't, and that's finding the facility where Peter's actually been not only making the terrible bootleg reboot movies, and Pe- Peter's whole reason for creating the bootleg black market operation um, is 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 eventually, even after so many years of being in Neverland and supposed to have been the boy that could never grow old, Peter actually did finally start to age, and once that happened, nobody wanted anything to do with him, and so through the help of Officer Ellie, uh, 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 on one hand saying how much Rescue Rangers meant to her, even though in the place that she was born, Rescue Rangers wasn't even released, and and for a time that leads Chip and Dale eventually to suspect that Ellie's a bad guy, but she ends up revealing that that the reason she was able to watch all the episodes of Rescue Rangers is because Ellie's grandmother would would, would always re, re, record the show on VHS from where she lived, and 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 and, and Ellie got to watch it that way, and it's through Chip, Chip and Dale being able to track down Peter's old um basically pedometer, what they're actually able to find the bootlegging facility, and a- 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 and and ultimately rescue Monty, and and all the other tunes that were stolen, um and and uh and Chip and Dale do do finally bury the hatchet and reconcile their differences, and the help from the FBI does come from, once again, Ugly Sonic. Um, so so yeah, guys, that 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 that's basically the movie all in a nutshell. And again, I have to say a huge thank you to everybody that did work on this movie, because I supremely did enjoy it. So please, guys, check out Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, the movie yourself, available or streaming now on Disney Plus, and again, guys, the comeback of the damn year.